So I couldn't sleep this morning. I was tossing and turning pretty early, and I was thinking about this drama that's going on in my family. And somebody had said to me, karma's a bitch. And I hear that all the time. We all do. And I just want to point something out about karma, because it's useful to know what it actually is, and it's very unuseful to use it like a Chinese star that you throw at somebody when you're pissed off about how they made you feel. So it's not a punishment. That's not what karma is. Karma isn't the all-seeing eye that comes down and punishes you for your bad behavior. Without going too far down the rabbit hole of like karmic debt and reincarnation and everything, I'll just quickly explain. So karma is represented by the number 8, which is equally symmetrical on the top and on the bottom. So as above, so below. And the reason, we've all heard that, as above, so below. And what they mean by that is whatever you project is what comes back. Or what manifests inside you or in your life. So there was an instance a year or so ago, and somebody had wronged me. Somebody that I knew had wronged me. And I was so hurt, it just blew my world apart. And I was so hurt, and I was so angry that I wanted to physically hurt them. And I'm not a violent person. I'm not used to that feeling of rage inside. And I really had to focus on meditation and what they tell you to do. Love them, pray for them, blah, 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 blah. Know that they're a hurting person, yada, yada, yada. I couldn't love this person. I couldn't do it. I couldn't forgive her. I couldn't love her. I was consumed with my own self-centered fear, and I couldn't shake that. But what did come through one day when I was meditating was, that's her karma, not yours. So karma will balance itself. That's all it ever does. It will balance itself. So I realized that day that it's not in my hands. Making somebody pay or suffer for something that they made you feel is not our job, thank God, for 2 reasons, thank God. One is that we all don't have healthy judgment, because our judgment is formed by our perception, and our perception is formed by our past experiences, and we've all had very unhealthy ones. Every single person in the world has had some type of unhealthy experience in their life, and that is why it is not our job to judge. It is not our job to punish or to equalize, or hold on, my arm's getting tired. That's not up to us. That's up to karma. And by not reacting to her, by not going to beat her up or whatever else I thought I was going to do to make me feel better, I cleared my path of that karma, and I was free, right? Because when we react out of our emotions, it locks us in a prison of sort. And the illusion that we can retaliate against our own hurt on someone else to relieve ours is toxic to us. And introspection is the most important thing that I have ever learned in my entire life, because it connects you with your center, it connects you with your truth. And if you are not behaving out of your truth, then you are going to suffer. We all will. And what I mean by that yeah. I'm knitting a scarf. I'm making a scarf. I'm going to the moon. Are you coming? Sorry, that's my niece. Where are you going? So, what was I saying? Introspection. So, if we can't line up with our truth, then we are missing the point. Actually, the definition of sin, which I don't believe in the Catholic definition of sin, but the Latin definition of sin is to miss the mark. And what that means is you miss the point, you know? So when we behave out of sin, or when we do something that is negative, we diverted ourselves from feeling the maximum fulfillment that we could have felt in that moment. So, anyways, that's getting off on it. But it's the same with karma. It's the same with not owning your truth. It's the same with that. So, even in relationships, like take a romantic, committed relationship, when you have been wrong, and you come to that person and you put your vulnerability in your hands and you offer it to them and you say, listen, I'm sorry. I know that I treated you this way and it wasn't okay. That is a gift you're giving them of yourself. You're giving them a piece of your truth. You are literally taking a part of your, or you're not taking a part of it, you are opening up your heart center and you are sharing that very protected energy with somebody else. So that is a gift you're giving them. And when you do that, that grants them permission to do the same back to you. So that's the karma piece. You see how that works? So you project trust and love out and you get it back. The reason that you would do that to somebody is you're offering them your respect and your love, and they will give that back to you. And if they don't, then you need to really veer left of that person, because they are not lined with their self enough to take care of that vulnerability that you are so willing to offer. And that is also karma. And I hope I'm helping you see how that works. So your energy is going to divert from that person because the frequencies that you are on are not lining up. So that's why things don't work out. And that is literally life diverting you towards the flow of energy of somebody who is lined up with their truth in a way that can impact you positively and impact them positively. And the whole point of that, I expressed it in my last video, is to raise the vibration of our consciousness so we can evolve. And that's the whole reason for romantic relationships as well, soulmates, however you want to describe it. So if you're not lined up with your inner truth, and if you are hurting somebody out of emotion, or if you are want to retaliate because you got hurt, or if you are in a relationship with somebody who doesn't make you feel like you are free, and I don't mean physically free, like you can go out and do whatever you want, that's part of it, but I mean if your energy isn't flowing freely through you, then that person is probably not lined up with you. And I'm not saying to go and break up with people or get a divorce or anything like that. That will happen on its own. That will manifest if it is meant to happen that way, because like I said, karma will balance that energy, and it'll eventually steer you towards an energy that is beneficial for our growth. So anyways, that is karma. Use it or toss it. It's up to you. Do whatever you'd like with it. But I just wanted to put it out there into the universe for anyone who is looking to attract that information.